So this is Rusty, the newest addition to our farm. We did not plan to purchase a bottle calf, but we went to the auction with my second oldest child and their fiance, and the prices of bottle calves, Jersey bottle calves specifically, was significantly lower than I'd seen it in a long time. So Michael and I had a quick conversation and decided that we would bid on a few of them and see if we could get one. And this was actually the fourth bottle calf that I bid on. The other three went for a little bit higher than I really wanted to spend, but because Rusty here was so wee, he's only 55 pounds, and looked a little scrubby, he did not sell for very much, and we were able to win the bidding. So we ended up loading him into the back of our car, which was quite the production. And you should have seen some of the looks we got, but we didn't have the truck with us. So we thought, well, he's this little, what the heck, let's put him in the car and bring him home. He's still getting used to the bottle. As you can see, he's sort of all over the place. I'm not restraining him. I'm just sort of trying to keep him from, headbutting and wandering all over the place while he gets his milk in him. But he's very eager to eat. He doesn't really have any serious diarrhea or anything. He's quite a healthy and energetic calf. With auction calves, you never really know what you're getting. You just sort of take them home and hope for the best. We did give him some colostrum replacer yesterday, and so hopefully that will be enough to keep him healthy. And he will be raised for meat. So right now he's not castrated, but we're going to see if our neighbor will come and give us a hand banding him because we haven't done that before. So we will castrate him and then we will raise him for meat, which is going to be a little bit difficult because he's so dang cute. But I know in 2 years when he's ready to slaughter, he won't be as cute and he'll probably be obnoxious. So it might be a little bit easier. I don't know. We really didn't plan for this, but fortunately the feed stores and everything were open when we brought him home and we were able to quickly pick up all of the supplies we needed. And he's definitely a handful. But hopefully he grows up to be, big and strong and vigorous and that we get some really good hamburger out of him. Jersey calves aren't always the top choice for growing out for meat, but he was the right price. And so we'll just see what happens. He's quite a handful yet, but look at him. He's getting the hang of it. He'll catch on eventually and it'll be a little bit easier to feed him. This is only the third, fourth bottle he's ever had. And so it'll take a little while before he gets used to that. He just wants to butt. And that is because normally calves and actually lambs and everything, they will headbutt their mother's udders to induce the milk to start flowing more freely. So that's kind of what he's doing. He's trying to get it to flow a little faster. We did actually already increase the opening on the nipple from the bottle, but he's still impatient and just wants to guzzle it all down. So he's eating really well. He does have a little bit of diarrhea, but it's not alarming. So with auction calves in particular, you have to sort of watch that they don't get what's called scours, which is basically extreme diarrhea, and that can dehydrate them and kill calves very quickly. So we're keeping a close eye on that. We're just watching his body condition. He does look really skinny, but that is also because he's a Jersey calf and they tend to be really skinny looking, especially as babies, but he should thicken up a little bit in the coming weeks. So not a planned addition to the farm, but we're very excited to have him here. And hopefully we just don't get too attached because it's going to be even harder than to send him in a couple years. And normally I don't name animals that we're raising for meat, but since he's going to be here for so long, it was we need something to refer to him as besides just the calf. Also, cows are herd animals, so we might look at getting him a friend. We didn't want to purchase two right out of the gate in case that this wasn't successful. You just never know. Like I said, with auction calves, they can have trouble. They tend to be sicklier than calves that are raised by a mother. So we wanted to sort of test the waters and see how we do with him for the first week or so. And then we might, if the prices are still right, get him a little friend. I would like to get a heifer calf. I don't really have aspirations to have a milking Jersey, but if we can get a heifer calf, then that would be kind of cool, so that in, 2 or 3 years we could milk her and then have milk. So that's sort of what we're thinking for the long term. But for now, we're just going to, test the waters with this little guy and see how it all goes.